Welcome, adventurers, to the Dangers and Dragons podcast. Ready for another wild ride this week?
Oh, absolutely. We've got a story today, a quest really, that starts in a place you might not expect a garage sale.
Yep, forget your enchanted forests and mystical realms for a minute. This one begins with something a little more down to earth. Our hero is, well, he's a self-proclaimed slacker.
Not your typical knight in shining armor, right? More comfortable dodging chores than slaying dragons, I'd imagine. But hey, even slackers stumble into adventure sometimes. And this one, it all starts with a $10 bargain, a VR headset.
Oh yeah, one of those old clunky ones. Probably looks like a relic from a museum compared to what we've got today. You know, the kind that makes you wonder how anyone ever thought that was cutting-edge tech.
Definitely more retro chic than high-tech wizardry. You can practically see the dust and tangled wires. I bet our slacker hero saw it as more of a novelty item, a cool blast from the past to decorate his room.
Probably thought he scored big time right. $10 for a piece of vintage gaming history. I doubt he had any clue what he was actually getting himself into. But picture this. He gets it home, plugs it in, expecting maybe some pixelated graphics, a bit of a laugh at how far VR has come.
A little trip down memory lane, right?
Mm-hmm.
Back when virtual reality was more about blurry polygons than immersive experiences. But what he gets instead is, well, let's just say it's not what he signed up for.
Definitely not. He describes it as this blinding light, this massive jolt. It's like getting hit by a supercharged static shock. And then everything goes dark, not just regular dark, but this unsettling, heavy darkness, like something's wrong, you know?
It's like that feeling when you walk into a room and the air is just heavy, charged with some kind of unknown energy. Only this time it's a darkness that feels almost oppressive, like it's pressing in on him. Definitely not your average VR experience.
He rips the headset off, probably thinking he just fried his brain or something. But things aren't back to normal. The world around him is flickering, and there are these weird numbers everywhere. Dates flashing, coordinates, and then this countdown that starts ticking down.
Oh, a countdown. Now that's unsettling. It automatically amps up the tension,
Yeah.
right? You know something's going to happen, but you have no idea what. And this isn't some fun New Year's Eve countdown either. This one feels ominous, like a ticking time bomb.
Exactly. So he's freaking out, right? Starts rummaging through the box, looking for some kind of instructions, a manual, anything to explain what the heck is going on. You know, like those old game guides we used to get. But instead, he finds this worn notebook. It's labeled Project Hail Mary.
Project Hail Mary. That's an interesting title. Sounds more like a desperate last-ditch effort than a fun VR game. Like someone was throwing a Hail Mary pass, hoping for a miracle.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder what kind of project needed a name like that.
And the notebook itself is a mess. There are these technical blueprints that look like something out of a science fiction movie, a bunch of frantic writing about fixing the tear, whatever that means, and then an apology. And it's addressed to Ethan, our slacker's name.
Whoa, hold on. So this isn't just some random notebook. It's connected to him, to his future self maybe, an apology from the future. That's a whole other level of weird. And what's this about fixing a tear? It sounds like something went seriously wrong.
And gets weirder. He starts putting the pieces together and he realizes this isn't just some outdated VR headset. It's a time machine, an experimental one, clearly, and by the looks of it, a pretty unstable one, too.
Talk about finding a hidden gem at a garage sale, right? Except this gem is more like a ticking time bomb. A time machine disguised as a clunky VR headset. Makes you wonder what kind of mind could even come up with something like that.
And then he sees it, scrawled in the notebook, May 12, 1982, calibration error, stop the launch. And that countdown he saw, it's ticking down to that exact date. This isn't just some random glitch. It's a date linked to some kind of disaster, a disaster caused by this future Ethan.
So it's not just a personal freakout anymore. This is big, like potentially altering the course of history, big, a calibration error in a time machine. Who knows what kind of ripple effects that could have. And our slacker hero, he's right in the middle of it.
And let's be real, he's not suddenly transformed into some time-traveling superhero. He's terrified. His future self is counting on him, this slacker, to fix something he doesn't even understand. The pressure is unbelievable.
It's like being handed the controls to a spaceship when you barely know how to drive a car. Except the stakes are way higher. It's not just about crashing, it's about potentially messing up the entire timeline.
Yeah, imagine that weight on your shoulders. The fate of, well, who knows what. Resting on this kid who is probably more worried about what's for dinner than saving the world. But that notebook, it's his only guide. A message in a bottle, tossed across time, hoping to prevent disaster.
A desperate plea from the future. It really makes you think about the choices we make, right? How even the smallest actions could have ripple effects we can't even imagine. And the responsibility we have not just to ourselves, but to our future selves, and maybe even to the whole world.
It's mind-blowing, isn't it? A dusty VR headset from a garage sale becomes a portal to a time-bending adventure. It's not about slaying dragons or finding treasure. It's about fixing a mistake, preventing a catastrophe that hasn't even happened yet.
It's a different kind of quest, that's for sure. A quest where the biggest enemy isn't some monstrous creature, but a glitch in time itself. And our hero, he's armed with a notebook and a whole lot of fear. But sometimes, that's all it takes.
So what do you think about all this? This accidental hero, this unlikely quest to fix a timeline error. It's not your typical dungeon crawl, that's for sure.
Not at all. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? What if the most important battles aren't fought with swords and magic, but with knowledge and a desperate hope to set things right?
And think about this. A teenager, armed with nothing but a frantic note and a whole lot of luck, trying to undo something he barely understands. It's almost absurd, right? But that's the thing about time travel. It throws all the rules out the window.
It's like that old saying, for want of a nail, the shoe was lost. For want of a shoe, the horse was lost. You know how it goes. One small thing can have huge consequences, especially when you're messing with the fabric of time.
Exactly. And imagine being in that moment, standing there at this abandoned launch facility, the time machine humming, scientists running around, oblivious to the danger. And our hero, he has to somehow stop it all.
That must have been intense. All those years of slacking off, suddenly he's got the weight of the world on his shoulders. And he's got to find a way to stop this launch, knowing that if he fails, who knows what could happen. It's enough to make anyone sweat.
No kidding. And you can picture him, right? Frantically searching for that one loose wire, that one thing he can do to stop this whole thing from going off the rails. And the countdown is ticking down, the tension is building. It's a real nail biter.
It's those small actions, those seemingly insignificant choices that can sometimes have the biggest impact, like the butterfly effect, but amplified across time. It makes you wonder about all the unseen heroes throughout history, the ones who maybe made a small choice that saved the world without anyone ever knowing.
And the crazy part is, he pulls it off. Somehow, he manages to stop the launch. The headset disappears, he's back in his own time, and the world is safe. A new notebook appears, this time filled with updates. Launch trajectory stable, Project Hail Mary deemed non-threat. And then that final line, crisis averted, world saved by teenage slacker. History owes me big time.
What a line, right? So much confidence, maybe a little bit of cockiness too. But can you blame him? He just saved the world, or at least some version of it. But it makes you wonder, does history really owe him anything? Did he really change anything? Or did he just fix a mistake and put things back the way they were supposed to be?
It's a question worth pondering, isn't it? Did he alter the timeline or just prevent a deviation? And if no one, not even he, knows exactly what he prevented, does it even count as saving the world? It's a strange kind of heroism, quiet and unnoticed.
It's a reminder that sometimes the most epic adventures, the most important battles, are fought in the shadows without fanfare or recognition. And that even the most ordinary of us, even a self-proclaimed slacker, can become the hero of the story.
It's a great point. Maybe the greatest dangers aren't always the ones we can see. Maybe they're hidden in the fabric of time, waiting for an unlikely hero to stumble upon them. And who knows, maybe that hero is out there right now, rummaging through a garage sale, looking for that one thing that could change everything.
What seems like junk to one person could be a world-saving device to another. It's all about perspective, right? And a little bit of luck, maybe. Who knows what forgotten treasures are hiding in plain sight, waiting for their moment to shine?
That's a question worth asking ourselves, isn't it? What busted headset might be hiding its own extraordinary potential in our own lives? It's something to think about, adventurers. And remember, for more epic tales, mind-bending quests, and unexpected heroes, make sure to rate and follow the Dangers and Dragons podcast.
We'll be back next week with another dive into the extraordinary, so stay tuned.
Until then, keep exploring.